It's Week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up next is the Commanders' creative quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Commanders and the Eagles on Monday Night Prime Time.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Looking to throw on second down. Keys. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He may go. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So, Charles, you look at this offense. What a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Eagles are a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And it'll be intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Well, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Washington defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They're giving him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Swift. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Keys. And that is incomplete here. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keely Ringo picks it off. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action with Hurts. Touchdown, Eagles! A great play there. 26 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from evening this one up. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They motion the running back out left. Hurts will throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, you know, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control of that. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard. First down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On first down, Myrick. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd down, Myrick. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Great corner out there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Hurts sets up to throw it. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have cut the lead back down to 2. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
They'll look to throw. Throws right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to see all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
On 1st and 10, Keys. Man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 3 before being taken down. Throwing on 1st down, Keys. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Clark. Well, Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
On 3rd down, Keys. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Operating from the gun. Keys. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Commanders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And his throw is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch. He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end. And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. And his guys have got it back in the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead. Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy. Off the play fake. Keys. And this one is incomplete. Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Jalen Hurts bringing the Eagles out for their next drive. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic. And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now. He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3. I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on 1st down. Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Hurts. Left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st down, Hurts. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Fukuda, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be an even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Keys. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st down, Keys. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 2nd down now, Myra. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Keys. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Throwing is Hurts. That is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Swift is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
And he's got it for the two-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum is sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing to start the drive. Keys. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And they'll get to it after a gain of 7 to the 47. Second down and 3. Off play action. Keys. Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Back to throw. Keys. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday. Back now at FedEx Field. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. And the pressure gets to him again. And while all of that was going on with a sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking left sideline. It's complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time.
Touchdown! A.J. Brown, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone. So how about that for putting it on the line? They've taken the lead by a point here in the fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Washington offense set to take over. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim one-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now back to throw. Incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 13-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second down, goal to go. Hurts sets up to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's throwing it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
He's back to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown. That one's a milestone. Touchdown number 150 for his great career. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead, and I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
It's complete, and he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now Washington down by 7, 1:54 on the clock. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
What a way to wrap up the week. Now a big play. It's 3rd down. Now a handoff up the middle. Diggs. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. They'll look to throw.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Hurts. Under pressure, they got him again. He couldn't get away. He wound up losing a dozen yards. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown,